Greetings, fellow gamers. This is Small Archangel, and welcome to my new Sims 4 challenge. Now, I did try the Legacy challenge, which is one that's been done by many more talented simmers than I in the past, and with greater effect. It just wasn't working for me. It didn't suit my style of gameplay, and I don't know, I didn't find it all that interesting. Now, challenges are designed to take you out of your gaming comfort zone and make you do something slightly different, play in a different way, which is fine, but if at the end of the day they're boring you, then something's not working out quite right there. So I decided to give a different one a go, and this challenge is, well, let's just say that it might suit my chosen style of play a little better, while at the same time providing its own frustrations and limitations. This is an Asylum challenge, and here's my asylum, just here, and you can see my asylum family down the bottom right there, and I've only just moved them in, so I've done nothing at all with them so far. So this is going to be day one. Now, before we go in there, just a few things about how this challenge works. Basically, you have your so-called asylum, and in order to avoid all non-NPC, NPC, you can see I'm a gamer, all non-PC overtones here. We know that Sims are very different from human beings. They're a lot less complex, and basically all it means is that all of the inmates or housemates in the asylum are pretty much lock-ins. It's not like you literally lock them in and don't let them go out, but at the same time they're not going to go anywhere because you only control one of them. So this is the main deal, really. You control one of those Sims, you have a full household of 8, and every single one of those Sims has to have the insane trait. So any of the other traits can be randomized, it can be anything at all, just so long as they are not self-assured. So none of them can be self-assured, and all of them must have the insane trait. So that's going to lead to some fairly interesting behaviors, probably. Okay, as I say, you can only control one of the Sims, so you have to choose one of the Sims, and then you can control that Sim, and the way you win the game is you get that Sim out of the asylum by making them fulfill their lifetime wish. Once they have fulfilled their lifetime wish, they have proved that they can take control of their lives sufficiently to be reintegrated into Sim society. So that's what we're going to try and do. Just a couple of things about the lot itself. I downloaded this lot off the gallery. I did a search on Asylum, and there's so many lots and families there. It's untrue, but this one was on the gallery. I've called it Tranquil Oaks. It was on the gallery as Oakenstead Asylum by a simmer called Apandatam, or Apandatum, or I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but there you go. I'll put the link in the description. And the limitations on the lot are, well, you can have it any size you like, I guess, but I had to do a money cheat to get these guys into here in the first place. After that, they're on their own. The bills have got to be paid. No more cheating. But there's nothing in the rules that says you can't do that. The lot itself has to have only 5 beds, so insufficient, 6 seats, only one of which can be nappable, 1 bathroom with 1 shower and 1 toilet, and then you have to have the cheapest stove with no fire alarm, so we can see where that's going, and only 5 skill building objects, and you can only have either a TV or a computer. So that's your limitations on the lot itself. So without further ado, let's go on in and meet our inmates, or housemates if you prefer. Welcome to Tranquil Oaks, a place of rest and recuperation for troubled Sims. I'm just going to put the game on pause because, of course, I have free will set to maximum, because otherwise this kind of challenge just doesn't work. And as soon as I let them, this lot will just run off to do whatever they want to do, and I won't be able to do anything to intervene. I can only control one of these 8 Sims. So before we do anything else, I'm just going to introduce each of these housemates or inmates and tell you a little bit about them so that we know what personalities we're dealing with here. So we're going to start at this end with Clarence Haynes. Now, he is gloomy, a snob, and business savvy. So I just think if I have he's an elder as well. So if you like to give your Sims a backstory, I kind of tend to think he's former business tycoon, and his empire crashed and he went a little bit wobbly. So that's Clarence. We have a bit of a mixture of ages and Sims here, because I think that's what makes a world go round. Shauna Rowan is a loner, a bookworm, and a muser. Now, obviously, I'm not even bothering to say that they're insane. Every single one of these Sims has the insane trait, as you will see. So they're all the same in that regard. Moira Lawton is a perfectionist, a foodie, and she has the essence of flavour trait as well, because she has an aspiration to be a master chef. Now, every one of these Sims has an aspiration, but I can do nothing to actually help them to achieve that aspiration or not. Only my chosen Sim will have that. I will have that control over them. This is Lola Grogan. She's probably the youngest. She's creative, a goofball, and a muser, because she wants to be a painter. That's her aspiration. Then we have Erin Quinn, who is clumsy and lazy and has a high metabolism, which comes from choosing an athletic aspiration. But I don't think that really goes along with his... I don't know what I was thinking with that one. I think he should have a different... I'd rather he had a chief of mischief aspiration, because athletic just really doesn't go with that whole clumsy and lazy thing going on. So I just wasn't paying attention when I did that one, I don't think. This is Scott Pearson. He is a bro, and he's active, and he has a high metabolism because he does want to be a bodybuilder. But I kind of think that fits with him a bit better. And then we have Ryan Abraham, who is... turned to face away from me, a geek, genius, and a quick learner. He has a knowledge Sim, so he gets that from his aspiration, his knowledge aspiration. And then last but not least, we have Misty Kramer, who is squeamish and neat, and she is also a quick learner because she wants to be a Renaissance Sim and have lots of different skills, so she might be a bit bookish as well. She is also neat, but I'm not expecting her to do all the cleaning around the place. Okay, so that is all of their personalities, and so now we're gonna take off the brakes and just let them go. Now, my chosen Sim of all these is Lola Grogan, so from here on in, while I might be able to check out what the others are up to, she's the only one that I can really follow around and you know, control. So she's heading straight for the computer to play Blick Block at the moment, but I'd actually rather that she got to know her housemates a little bit better. So let's just have a bit of a chat with Moira here and see if we can get on with her okay.
Voby Nerks. Dampsa Garby. A blish. Figweni Dapsu.
Doing okay so far. Now, Lola is a goofball, so she likes to do goofing around, and she's also a little bit mischievous. And Moira is not impressed by whatever she just said. I'm not sure what she just said. So... could share creative ideas because we're creative, and then I might just leave her to do what she wants to do for a second while we check out what the others are up to. They're just having a little chat. This is day one. Chances are these guys will all get on pretty well, but we'll just show you around the asylum a little bit. Scott has already found the jukebox. I thought it'd be quite a fun object to have there, though I'm sure I'll end up fixing it quite a bit. We've only actually got 4 seats in here because we're only allowed 6 seats in the place, and actually I've just realised that I have got too many seats as it is, because... oh, there, and get down and give me 60. There he goes. He's the athletic one. So he's probably going to be the one in the rec room here using the punch bowl a lot. We've got 3 seats there. We've got the sofa over there, which is 3, 4, and then we've got that one there, which is 5. Have I just deleted one which I didn't need to delete? I probably have, actually. I can't actually have 6 seats. I don't think that we're only allowed, we have to call that two. I think that's just counts as one. So actually I think I just went overboard and deleted something I didn't need to delete. Oh well. So these guys are having a bit of a dance. So we have a kitchen, we have a dining room there. I'll put that chair back, I guess. We have a rec room with 4 of our 5 skill objects in it. We have a guitar, we have an easel, which Lola's going to find pretty useful, I think. We have a punch bag, which I think Scott's never going to be off. And we have a woodworking bench. Nice and therapeutic, so they say. Outside we have a gardening box, a planter box, which is also a skill object. We have a fire, and Clarence has just set himself on fire without lighting it, so that's just great. And then he's going to walk off. I don't think these things can set your house alight, but yeah. We'll find out soon enough, and there's a horseshoe court thing as well. So there's plenty of objects for them to have fun with, which is just as well, because most of these Sims are not going to get a job. Now, I don't know what Lola's planning on doing here. I might just make her dance along to this thing, and then maybe she can get to know some of her housemates a little bit better. She's actually seems to have got on with Moira fairly well there, which is quite good. Nobody hates her yet, which, you know, helps. Clarence has just wandered off. I don't know where they all are. So as I say, I'm not locking any of these in at all. I'm just going to let them get on and do what it is they want to do. We do have a little room upstairs which has precisely nothing in it at this point. I'm not quite sure what that is. Solitary confinement maybe. But it did have a bed in it, but I've actually had to adjust this lot a bit because it did have objects in which were against the rules, or just there were too many of them. So which reminds me, can we put another chair back in there? I'll do that before I do anything else. We need to put one of these chairs back because I just went a little bit overzealous there. Okay, so there we go. They now have their 6 seats. I don't think I miscounted. Okay, so I think we'll get Lola to come and hang out by the fire here as well. Although at some point we are going to have to pay some attention to this. Her lifetime ambition, as it were, her lifetime wish, is to become a painter extraordinaire. And of course, she's not going to get out of this asylum without fulfilling that ambition. So we're going to have to pursue that one. She's also going to have to get a job because none of the other guys are, because I can't control them, and they're not going to autonomously get a job and go out to work. Let's face it, Sims don't do that. They might do all sorts of things on maximum will, but that's not one of the things they do. So the bills are all going to be on Lola's back. She's going to have to pay those bills, and she's going to do that by getting a job as a painter, because she wants to be a painter, so that kind of feeds into that. So actually, I think one of the first things I probably need to get her to do is paint, isn't it? So I'll get rid of that. And when she's quite finished talking to the light fitting. This is the thing with insane Sims. That's generally how their insanity manifests itself, is that they talk to inanimate objects. And themselves, which doesn't strike me as being, you know, particularly insane. Oh, and they do these strange little kind of anims as well, which is quite funny. So she'll suck at painting now, of course. We've got a household full of Sims who have precisely 0 skills in anything. So I think that in itself, over time, is going to cause some quite interesting. They've got no dancing skill, but unfortunately Sims don't seem to get better at dancing. They always seem to dance by kind of waving their hands around in this irritating way, which I don't know. We can only hope that will be improved in the future. Anyway, back to Lola. She is painting. Lifetime ambition, let's see. She's got to start 3 paintings while inspired. She's got to paint for 5 hours. Well, just sheer painting's going to help with that. We're also going to get her a job before the end of this first day, so that tomorrow, Monday, she can go off to work. And earn some money to pay the bills, because as I say, I had to cheat to get these guys into this house, but I'm not going to cheat anymore after that. If the money runs out, they're in trouble. Everything was going to start getting cut off, and end up with no power, no water, and all of that kind of thing, which could be entertaining in itself, but really in order to carry on, somebody's got to earn the money. Okay, so I thought Shauna might be a little bit of a loner. In fact, is she actually a loner? Yeah, she's actually a loner. That's how I made her sound. Oh, Lola, have you finished that painting? She has finished the painting. It doesn't take long. So we're going to sell that for about 2p. But you do always seem to make the money back that it costs to do a canvas. So it's not actually expensive unless unless you scrap them. That's something else I'm going to sort of try and do is get Lola to monopolize this easel. So, oh, she's playful. I should have started a painting that was playful while she's playful. Oh, I'll do that. She won't take 4 hours to finish this painting, so I'll start another one. Meanwhile, what's happening in the rest of the household? Getting along okay so far. Is Lola? No. Shauna set fire to herself? No, she hasn't. That's good. Okay. How are you doing, Lola? I think we might just speed that on through there. Okay, looks like she has she's painted for 1 hour. Well, that's not great. There we go. We'll sell that one, and then while she's playful, we'll get her to start a playful painting, because she needs to start... Oh no, she needs to start 3 paintings while inspired rather than playful, but hey, that's fine, I don't mind. Going to send her to the bathroom now. As I say, we've only got 1 bathroom, so this could get quite interesting later on. She's reached level 2 of painting skill, which is good. I get lots of notifications, of course, mostly for Sims that I'm not in control of. So I get lots of notifications that just don't make very much sense, because I honestly don't know what it is they're actually doing. Looks like Aaron is getting himself a skill point in something. Mischief. Really, he's doing mischievous things online. Well, that's... yeah, okay. Clarence is... he's just having a bit of a chat, that's fine. Shauna's still on her own, but she's quite happy to be on her own. Oh, she's heading to the bathroom. Well, Lola should be out of there by then. That's cool. Okay, so Lola's getting a bit hungry now, so I think what we'll do is we will cook, and we'll cook a family-sized portion. Not even a family-sized portion. We need to do good old grilled cheese, party size, because we have a party size household here. We have 8 Sims. And someone's got to do the cooking, and Moira, she's a foodie, so I kind of hoped she'd do some of the cooking here and you know, skill up and what have you, but as I say, I can't make her. I can't make any of them do anything, so I have a nasty feeling that means that Lola's going to end up doing a lot of the donkey work around here, just because she's the only one I can... oh, that was a fail. Because she's the only one I can make do a thing, so... so yeah, she's going to make some food. I'm sure the others are going to appreciate some food as well. Yeah, looks like Misty's hungry. So's Ryan. The others are probably going to get... yeah, Aaron. Oh, looks like Clarence is desperate for the toilet as well. There's nobody in there at the moment, but I do find they all start leaving the toilet simultaneously, which isn't very helpful. Okay, so it looks like the food is finished. It's good quality as well, so that means that they're not going to all be beefing about how awful the food is, which is good. Looks like no one else is paying any attention to the sandwiches, but that's cool. But what I will do is I'll make sure that... now, what is she doing? She's going to wander off and chat with Moira while eating a sandwich. Did she really need to move? Musical chairs is what this game is all about, really. Well, go to the toilet then, Ryan. Good grief, you're an adult. I haven't really played Sims with insane traits before so much in The Sims 4. In Sims 3 I certainly did, but since The Sims 4 came out I haven't really used that trait, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect from all these guys. Having a house full of them might be quite interesting to observe, really. So, when she's quite finished eating a sandwich, and they do take forever over it when they're talking. Come on, eat your sandwich. Eat your... Oh my gosh. I'm going to get her to put away these here, because otherwise they'll go off and draw flies and not feed anyone at all. So, and then once she's done that, I think we need to get her a job, because excellent. So let's find her a job. As I say, I'm already pretty sure I know. No, it's not that one. I know which one she's going to get, because she wants to be a painter, so it makes sense for her to be a painter for a living. Okay, so here it is. It's not the best paid out there, but she worked from Monday to Friday as a pallet cleaner from 9 till 5. So we'll take that job. She starts tomorrow, and her daily task is to create paintings. So we're going to get her on task there. And then, in spite of her mood, which will invariably go south later on, we'll get her to, give her a bit of a boost by getting her daily task completed. Let's check out these Sims. We have one Sim who's very uncomfortable. It looks like she's already on the toilet, so we'll just leave her to it. She's fine now. All the others seem to be in a really good mood. Lola's also inspired, which means that she could start a painting while inspired if she's still inspired when she's finished this one, so that's quite cool. Aaron's energized, so what's he doing? I'm not sure. He needs the loo, but, energized. He's had a pep talk, okay, from, presumably from Scott, so that's cool, hence the sit-ups, that's fine. And everybody else, everybody seems really quite in a good mood. But this is day one. Day one generally starts out pretty well, so we'll have to see where we go from here. Oh, look at this. Scott is even doing the dishes. I am impressed. Clarence appears to be talking to the door frame. Oh no, he's talking to Moira, that's fine. Geek Boy's playing with his phone, which is fine. Okay, so far, all is well in Tranquil Oaks. Okay, so let's get this painting finished. It's a playful painting. So, oh no, she's done it. That's fine. Oh no, no! I didn't mean to do that. Don't do that. I thought it was finished. Oh no, let's sell that. Okay, I'm pretty much going to sell everything that she does, because there we go. Started while inspired, so that's got one of those sorted. And she might even have done her painting for 5 hours by the time this is done too. She's 50% done with her daily task as well. And I'm going to make sure that there's always a painting on the easel. That way one of the other Sims can't come along and paint on it, which, as I say, would result in me having to scrap the painting, which would mean throwing away 50 simoleons, or even 100 simoleons, or however much, depending on the size. And she's reached level 3 of painting skill already, so that's a really good start for her. We've got Aaron, who's clearly still energized, though he's not really quite sure what to do with a punch bag. And some very, very truly bad dancing going on next door. So I think a lot of the challenge and the sort of the interest out of doing something like this is the fact that none of your Sims have any skills, and you can't do anything to make them gain any skills either. You're painting another llama. She likes llamas. There's some sort of llama obsession goes through the Sims and shared by the Sims. So yeah, we've got a house full of Sims who have absolutely no skills, and I can't... Oh, she's completed a daily task. That's good. And I can't help them in this case. So okay, we can sell that one. And she's nearly painted for 5 hours. I can do pop art paintings now. Let's do a pop art painting. We'll just do a little one. And we'll just check out her mood. Her mood's pretty good, actually. Her mood is pretty good, actually, so that's not bad at all. But I might just get her to go along and dance with the others. Oh, do you know what? Actually, no. What I'd really like to do is get this fire going, and now it's getting dark. This is out of the outdoor retreat expansion, of course. Tell a ghost story about vampires. Well, that's not really a ghost story about vampires so much as a ghost story about vampires. It's a vampire story, isn't it? So, a ghost story would be about ghosts, wouldn't it? Okay, so you can leave that one for now. I think she's done her daily task, and I think she's... Oh, she's not quite painted for 5 hours, but never mind. She's looking quite bouncy. Is that because she's inspired? Is that an inspired walk? That looks more like an energized walk. She got her eyes crossed as well. It's quite strange looking. Okay, so get that fire going. Boring conversation. Nice. Well, given no one's actually listening to her, I don't know how we find it boring. But there is actually a storytelling skill, so actually you do get better at doing it, or you seem to get better at doing it. So go on, Lols, give it to him. Come on, woman, we're waiting. Timing is everything.
Kangaroo, Mershal, Bura, Harfin.
There's quite a few interactions with the outdoor retreat that I haven't really tried yet as well, because I'm used to doing kind of single sim households or perhaps couples. I don't tend to do big groups, so this is kind of cool. I'm quite liking her style of storytelling, I have to say. I don't know if they kind of think it's boring, so that's... In fact, Aaron thinks it's so boring he's walked off through Shauna, which is, you know. Scott is angry. Okay, why is he angry? Oh, he's flan. Okay, right, fine. Well, do you know what? We're going to get... Oh, she's already decided she's going to bed. Well, that's a really good idea, because it's 11 p.m. Everyone's heading to bed, and guess what? There's only 5 of them, so only the first 5... Lola, get in the bed now. Only the first 5 are going to get to sleep in beds tonight. There's a sofa, but... So it kind of is a musical beds kind of scenario. You just, you know... When everyone gets tired, you've got to rush for the nearest bed, and yeah, the first ones get them. Be quite cool if they fought over them, but no, it's just a case of first come, first served. And of course, my sim is, she's a working girl, as it were. She's going to go to work in the morning, and so I really want to make sure that she gets a decent night's sleep. So, there we go. Shauna was left standing when the music stopped, and... so was Misty, but Misty has gone to sleep on the sofa, so there you go. One nappable seat there. Poor old Shauna, you've got to feel for her. Well, no, mainly I am out. You're going to have to look after my own sim here, because that's kind of what it's about. We're trying to get out of here. So, that is the end of day 1, and that is the end of my first episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will join me for part 2 of the Sims 4 Asylum Challenge, and we'll see if day 2 brings us a little more drama, because, yeah, it's almost bound to. Thanks for joining me, folks. Bye-bye.